How did you feel about that film?
It was very brutal. Yeah.
Brutal.
Yeah.
Is there anything in the film you found particularly brutal?
Killing of the chicks.
Because they don't lay eggs, right? You didn't know about that?
No, definitely not.
And why do you think we're not told about this?
Probably because, as we saw in the video, the deaths were quite brutal. There'll probably be a lot of backlash. That always affects corporate interests and profits and stuff like that.
Keeping consumers blind to what's going on is good for profit, right?
Yeah.
Happy eggs, happy chickens.
Yeah, you can see in the branding too how they make like the cows smile and all those things.
So do you agree we should be respecting other animals?
Yes, 100%. But the question is there a solution to humanely killing these animals for food? If there is, 100% we should be doing that, 100% for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
So should we be doing that? So do we need to? Do we need to be killing animals for food?
In terms of
Do you?
survival,
Do you?
Do I kill animals?
No, do you need animals to be killed for you?
Well, it depends on the context. If I was
If you were on a desert island, right?
exactly,
But in the UK in 2025,
Yeah.
you can get plant-based foods.
yes,
Yeah.
you can get plant-based foods.
Can you truly respect other animals if you're exploiting them for their flesh, milk, eggs, skin, or for any other purpose?
I guess you could say the same for lions and crocodiles.
But yourself, though, because you said we should respect other animals. But is it a contradiction for yourself to say that on the one hand, but with your actions exploit them for flesh, milk, eggs?
So what I did say was there's a more humane way to get the food that you need for human existence. Definitely do it. I don't know if there is, but if there is,
What would a humane way be of killing you
so that's different.
when I don't need to?
I'm not an animal.
Humans are animals.
Yeah, but higher life form. So it's quite different.
It is similar because you both suffer. You and other animals suffer. You want to be respected. You want your freedom. So what I'm asking is there a humane way to kill someone when you don't need to kill them and they don't want to die?
I guess I don't know the answer to that question. So to kill an animal, not to a human being, of course. Yeah.
Do you agree that you can live healthily plant-based? You
Yes,
don't. Okay.
In the UK, yes,
Yeah,
100%.
yeah, and also most places, right?
Yeah,
Pretty much everywhere.
Yeah, but
Unless you're on a specific like desert island or something where there's no plants whatsoever,
Well,
you
also-
can live
Well, you also need to
without
remember
eating
that-
animals.
Yes, that's true. But you also need to remember the huge amount of privilege that growing up in the UK gives you. If
Well,
you go to countries like
You can get
Africa,
whole
where-
foods everywhere, right? You can get fruits and veggies,
if you go to
legumes.
places like Nigeria, Ghana,
You can't get beans,
poorer countries
bread.
where they need food to survive.
But what about yourself?
Have the luxury.
Would you agree that you can survive and thrive on a plant-based
Yes,
diet?
me. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I
Do-
don't
do-
know with you,
yeah.
like someone like me who
Yeah.
has that privilege
Yeah,
to live
okay.
in a more prosperous
So
country.
we have supermarkets where we can choose alternatives. So
Yes,
do
yeah.
you know what the original definition of veganism is?
No.
So veganism is the ethical principle that humans should live without exploiting other animals. Exploitation means to use someone for your own selfish purposes.
Yeah.
So this principle means that practices flow from that, such as you don't consume flesh, drink breast milk, eat eggs, but you also don't wear animal skin or go to the zoo. You reject all forms of animal exploitation. It's just not an option for you.
Yeah.
Do you agree with that principle that we should live without exploiting others?
I don't agree with the framing of your question. That's what I would say. Yeah.
What do you mean?
Yeah. So
The principle is you reject animal exploitation. What you saw in that film, you agree with me, is animal exploitation, right? Do you agree with that? That it was animal exploitation?
I agree with you with the method through which they were killing those animals and the method through which they were treating those animals were inhumane. We could use the cows that they are milking for an example.
But do you think it's okay to use animals?
I think it's okay to use animals. For example, the UK.
Why is it okay?
The UK and a lot of countries did use animals as beasts of burden to help till the land and stuff. I think
But from now, why should we be using other animals for flesh, milk, eggs? What's the reason?
in the UK, as I've agreed with you already, in countries like the UK that are rich and prosperous, you do have the option to not eat animals, and if you do have that option, you should take it.
Okay, so you have that option.
Yeah.
So do you know what the biggest advantage is of being vegan?
Is it climate? Is that what you're going to tell me? Climate.
Veganism is the ethical principle that humans should live without exploiting other animals. So from that definition, it means that it's about them. It's a movement based on their rights.
Yeah.
So the biggest advantage is that for the animals, they will no longer be exploited because of you.
Yeah.
And for yourself, when you say you respect other animals, you'll no longer be a hypocrite.
I don't understand what you just said. Could you repeat yourself?
Okay, so you agree that we should be respecting animals? You said that before.
I agree that
Yeah.
we should be.
But you can you truly respect someone if you're exploiting them?
It's the same way you can ask a lion. Can you truly?
No, you. We're not talking. I'm not interviewing a lion. I'm interviewing you. Can you respect someone if you're exploiting them?
No.
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 So that's a contradiction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I agree.
So that's why the biggest advantage is that you will actually be living that belief with your actions. You will actually be respecting animals. Because as long as you're not vegan, you are disrespecting animals. Yeah? So what do you feel is stopping you from living vegan and aligning your actions with your morals?
I do see what you're saying, but the question I would ask is, and I'm not even trying to get into an argument, the question I would ask is, why do you draw the line at animals? Why not draw the line at plants also?
Plants aren't sentient, so there's no moral consideration.
Like, why draw the line at animals are not plants?
I just explained. Plants aren't sentient, animals are.
Yeah, but plants are living.
Is it a moral issue to be taking grass from the ground?
That's plant life. If you're taking the plants out of the ground, are you killing the plants?
Is it the same for me to take a plant from the ground and slit your throat?
No, but I'm also not an animal, so...
You are an
I
animal.
think it's a false equivalence to
We evolved from apes, we are animals.
no, I don't... Well,
What are we if we're not animals?
superior to ions. It's like equating me to a dog.
How are we superior to other animals?
Do you believe that killing me as a human is the same as killing a dog? Would you say it's the same?
No, it's not the same, but you don't have to make that choice. You don't have to choose between killing a dog or killing a human. You can respect animals.
So me personally...
It's not the same,
I don't have
but you're both sentient, you're both animals.
I don't have an agenda, right? So
Do you want to respect animals?
where I disagree with you is the equivalence of a human life to like a pig's life or like a dog life.
I'm not saying a dog is a human,
No, but
or a
you-
human is a dog. I'm just saying we're all animals. That's just a
but
fact.
the way
It's a scientific
The way
fact.
you phrased the question is that you phrased in the question, you classified it as others. So the way you phrased
Other animals.
you phrased it in a way, for example, you asked, was it okay to kill like a human? You phrased some of your questions in that way. So, for example, as I've said, if you have the option to eat vegan and not exploit animals,
So from now on, how many animals should be exploited because of you?
because of me,
Yeah. Should it be 0 or more than
how
0?
do you know if I'm vegan or not? You don't know if I'm vegan or not. How do you know if I'm exploiting animals?
Are you vegan?
I'm not vegan.
Okay, so from now on, how many animals should be exploited because of you? Should it be 0 or more?
Hopefully 0. Hopefully as close to 0 as possible.
You don't want it to be 0.
I said
Hopefully.
hopefully 0.
Why not 0?
It's 0 in the sense that I could stop eating.
You could be vegan from now, right?
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. And that would be 0. But it doesn't
So
mean.
what right do you have to exploit other animals from this point?
What rights does
Yeah.
a cow have to exploit other plants from this point? It's the same thing.
A cow eating grass is not the same as you putting a cow in a slaughterhouse with your actions. Completely different.
What's the difference between?
It's a completely different moral
What's-
issue.
what's-
I'm going to give you your goodie bag, and I hope you have a nice day, sir.